What's going on, guys? Top of the morning. So I, I had this realization that when it comes to managing budgets at the home, what's probably been a big hang up for most people, for most couples, for most families, is that there may be this agreed upon budget, an agreed upon understanding of how you're supposed to allocate money towards different aspects of your life. But usually one partner has an issue with sticking to the budget in one aspect of the budget or another. Maybe it's going out to eat, maybe it's buying clothes, maybe it's going out and partying or going out to restaurants. Maybe it's too much money on massages and nail appointments and whatever, right? And once you put it together in a budget and you have something agreed upon, there's still this issue of going over budget, and then the anxiety and this, just the awkwardness that and negative emotions that it brings to your relationship, because you need to confront one another and deal with it. We had this exact issue, and it was just with regards to like several categories of our budget, from grocery shopping to going out to eat to buying clothes for the kids. And if you could take a step back and both agree that, you know what, this is the budget and this is what it should be. And if you still have a hard time because you can't fully, when you're in the moment, how much money do I have left to spend for the kids, whatever, or how much money do I have to go out and buy myself something nice, or how much money do I have to invest in taking care of the car, for example. Then you start to realize, you know what, there would be a lot of greater clarity, or at least we started to realize there would be a lot of greater clarity if we had a clear budget and a clear means of looking at something and saying, that's what money I have to spend. So we started using this app called Sequence, and we basically divided the major categories. It's like a financial router, and you can either automate the moves that you have going from bank to bank, from institution to institution. And the real takeaway for me was, wow, we could just create accounts quickly for aspects of our life that we need to have a budget, but we want to know that, like, oh, there is money there for that, and it doesn't get confused with money for something else. And I think this is a big takeaway for you. So check out how we did it. So let me hit you with some specifics. If you look at how we have set up, and we have a budget that's allocated towards gear and clothing. We have a budget towards hair and nails. We have a budget towards things that we want to, just random shit that we want to get for the kids. And rather than always trying to do the math in your head and either forget to communicate and then be ashamed that you didn't communicate, or annoyed you didn't get communicated with regards to it, now there's no conversation. It's just very clear. We have X amount of dollars to take care of the car. That's what we have, right? This is what we budgeted. And if we want more than that, then we got to plan for it and make the appropriate moves accordingly. It gets really, right, laser precise, on rails, and it removes the negative emotion. When you're looking at your household finances, it's basically, when you really just condense it, it comes down to one of two issues. Is this a math problem, or is this a drama problem? A drama might sound like an extreme example or articulation of what it is, but this is the way you should look at it. Is this math and the numbers just don't add up? Or is this just something we haven't really budgeted for and we can and should? Or do we have these emotional hangups because we believe we have to have a certain quality of life, or we're just always worried that we're overspending on something, and so we're unnecessarily scaling back, where if we had greater clarity on our financial position, we would actually have a lot of pressure relieved. So I recommend using an app called Tiller. And Tiller's very cool because It's like you hear all this anti-spreadsheet movement, and I think if you allow the world to completely remove you from spreadsheets, you're going to lose a critical skill in being able to create and conduct math on your own. What's great about Tiller is you don't have to create any formulas or anything, but you could if you wanted to, and you could add spreadsheets to a workbook that Tiller helps create for you. It's phenomenal. We've taken what we see in Tiller and then apply it to Sequence and automate any aspect of our life that we feel needs to have precision, scrutiny, and we don't want to have, relationship flare-ups over shit, right? We just want it to just be automated and done. And it's amazing how most of what's going on in life, most of what you're having to deal with is getting out of your own way. And if you know that you're making enough money, but you just don't understand why you keep running up against some of these issues, this solution that I talk about is for you. Check me out in our description below and you can find out more. But you can see from the, some of the video overlay that I'm doing here for you that have a budget, know where you want your money to go, and what is a reasonable amount to be spending on different aspects of your life. Recognize that this is math and you remove the drama. If you can agree on the math, you'll have little to no drama. And then you can move on with your life. This should be something that's automated and just happens in the background, right? And Sequence will help you do the automations. So I hope this helps. Keep in mind, is this a math problem or is this a drama problem? And drama being the all-encompassing category of, am I emotionally hung up on this thing, right? Are they emotionally hung up on this thing? Do I have a artificial belief in my head for why things have to be the way they are? And are the things that I'm emotionally caught up on purchasing and acquiring getting in the way of my real goals? And if that's the case, this is going to work out great for you. Check it out. I wish you all the best. And I do a monthly P&L review of our own household budget, and that'll be coming out later this week. Talk to you soon.